Hello and welcome to another episode of Daily Reflections. Pastor Sean coming to you from my front porch here in Sonoraville. We have turned the camera just a little bit more so you get a nice view of my magnolia tree back here behind me. You can still see some rain falling off of the roof. It has rained here pretty much off and on all day. All day. I went down to Rome today and spent some time down there. Took Sister Stephanie to lunch. Came back, went online, did some training for the football season. Had to do some online training and different things like that. And then I went to football practice. Practice was indoors because it was raining. I mean, just lightning and thunder and just some big storms rolled through, and it was nice. But we were indoors, and so we did a little work over there and went to the gym and worked out. And now it's close to 8 o'clock, and I thought, well, I need to shoot that video before the day is over. I was in class the other day, automotives class at Gordon Central, and a kid came up and he said, hey, you're that guy. And I said, yeah, Mr. Belcher, I'm subbed in here last year. No, you're that guy. You're that guy. And I said, I pastor the Irwin Hill Church out in Sonoraville. I coach football at Ashworth Middle School. What guy are you talking about? He said, I see you all the time. And I thought, oh, he's found me on YouTube. Nope. I said, where do you see me at? He said, I see you working out at Planet Fitness. And I'm like, really? Okay. I said, well, next time I'm in there and you see me, don't hesitate to walk over and talk to me. He said, I see you in there. He said, man, you and your wife, y'all are walking on the treadmill, and you're over there, you're lifting weights, and you get back there and you do the crunches on the crunch thing. And he said, I see you. You're all over the gym. Really? He said, I've been trying for weeks to figure out who you are. He said, man, watching you go is just, it's an inspiration to me. I said, wonderful. Next time you see me in there, don't hesitate to walk over and talk to me. He said, thank you. Hey, man, I've been trying to figure out who you were. I saw you at the gym, but I couldn't figure out where I knew you from. I said, okay, all right. Great kid. I think he's a senior in high school. Talked with him a little bit more there, and he kept using the word inspiration. And I thought, okay, that's a stretch, but I guess so. And I got to thinking about that. And I held on to it, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to use that and how to turn that around. My question to you today is, what inspires you? Yesterday we talked about what brings you joy, what makes you happy. Right now I want to talk to you about what inspires you. What inspires you to do? What inspires you to make a car without a muffler so that you can ride real loud down the highway? What makes you inspired to do what it is that you do? Most of us will say the Lord inspires us, our kids inspire us, our family inspires us, but there's something deep down inside of us called passion. And when that passion is ignited, we are able to do what we do with excitement, with zeal, with joy, with an overflowing amount of love. We can do the things that God has called us to do. Now, every one of us has unique talents, unique abilities, unique gifts that are inside of us. You may have the gift to teach. You may be one of those people who can take your hands and put it on a saw, put it on a hammer and nails, and build things, and then turn right around and teach other people how to build things. I have a good friend of mine, Coach Bo Dooley. He's over at GC. Fantastic guy, great teacher, and the kids love him because he's that guy that can take the skill that he has, pass it on to them. Teaching may be that ability that you have, and God is the inspiration to get you to that point. You may be a fantastic storyteller. There was a guy several years ago, we went to a children's conference when we were at Resaca, and there was a guy there, and he was a professional storyteller. Wow. And he did all the voices, and he did all the characters and different things, and he would read the narration in a completely different voice, and he would tell a story, and you could feel the story come to life. And the Lord inspired him to do those things. You may be a preacher, you may be a teacher, you may be an evangelist, you may be a pastor, you may sing, you may play, we had a wonderful lady in our church in Elberton who was an artist, and she still, to this day, paints something every day. She's painting, she's doing some kind of oil base or dry paint, or she's doing all this painting, and her artwork is amazing, and the Lord has put that passion inside of her to create beautiful things. Our friends the Deadman live over in Hiawassee. They have a kiln out back of their house, and they do all kind of pottery and all kind of artwork and different things of that nature, and they fire their own kiln up and cook the clay and do all these different things, and they're just there, and they have a passion to do that. I have a buddy of mine who loves to go mountain bike riding. I have another one who loves to hike and camp and fish, and there's a passion inside of him. I have a friend who loves to coach, and that's all that he wants to do is coach young people and inspire young people with a passion that is inside of him. So what is it that God is inspiring you to do? What is it that the Holy Ghost is stirring up inside of you? Those gifts and those anointings that are stirred up by the passion of the Holy Ghost, that's what God's called you to do. Pastor, I don't know what it is that God has called me to do. Then you need to pray. You need to talk to the Lord. You need to allow Him to open you up. You may have the gift of leadership, and you just haven't used it yet. You may have the gift of helps, where you can come alongside someone and help them do what they're doing. You may have the gift of organization. You may be a Mama Katie who can organize all these different things, and like she and Joni and Shelby, and you can decorate and do all of these magnificent things. It's the passion inside of you that stirs up those gifts, the passion of the Holy Ghost. So let God inspire you this week. If you paint, paint something beautiful. If you teach, teach something amazing. If you are a musician, sit down and write a song. Whatever it is. If you're a teacher, teach. If you're a giver, give. If you're a preacher, preach. If you're a singer, sing. If you're an artist, do something artistic. Whatever it is. Allow the passion that is inside of you to come out and do what God has called you to do. I love you. I'm praying for you. I hope you have a magnificent week, and I hope to see you this weekend at Irwin Hill. God bless you as always, is my prayer.